This is a 2008 Fiat Palio SDX diesel, and this was the Fiat's premium hatchback in 2000s, and this rivaled the Maruti Swift, the Tata Indica back in those days. This one is the style model, and it has the front upgraded fascia with upgraded headlights, upgraded grille, and the overall profile of the car remains the same.
Non più tra I farfalloni amoroso, notte e giorno di torno girando, delle belle turbando al riposo, Narcisetto a tuo giro d'amor.
The Palio had a 1.3 litre Fiat Multijet diesel engine, which is also known as the National Diesel Engine of India. This produced around 75 HP and 140 Nm of torque. Fiat launched the Palio in India in 2001 with a very unique design approach to premium hatchback at that point of time, which was very rare. And the Palio famously introduced Fiat's 1.3 litre multijet diesel engine. And if you remember, there was an enthusiast first model called the Palio Sport, which had a 1.6 litre engine, which was still a hit amongst the enthusiasts. Now let's hop into the Palio style. The interior, well, it kind of shows its age a bit. The controls are very manual. You have a 5-speed manual gearbox. It has basic equipment like power windows and power steering. It has air conditioning. But really, Palio was quite expensive for what this car really offered. Again, the space for someone like me is alright. The driving ergonomics are quite weird because the steering is positioned at the weird angle and the gearbox is too low for me. The clutch travel is too far, and overall the car doesn't feel really angled towards the driving enthusiast, in my opinion. In the Palio's back seat, it is not really your favorite space to be in for an adult who is 6 foot 2 inch. The seat is pushed a bit forward because I literally could not fit if I was sitting here. But overall, the cabin does feel quite airy from here. The window area is quite large. Headroom is a bit lacking, but the under thigh support is fairly alright, and you could do a short trip comfortably in this car. So why did the Palio fail? Well, it has to do with a couple of reasons. First of all, being Fiat's service network in India. Fiat never really invested the amount of time and money it should have in the first place. And secondly, Maruti, on the other hand, was opening its showrooms in every tier 2, tier 3 cities that they can imagine. And well, the people in those cities, heck, in tier 1 cities, could not find parts to maintain their Palio. And that is one of the core reasons why you hardly see them around the road, and you can still see Gen 1 and Gen 2 Swift. The second reason was the Palio's price. Fiat did not really price this car very aggressively, in my opinion, and the rivals like Maruti Swift and even Hyundai bringing out the i10 and the Santro at that time, it was quite lacking in the value department, and hence it did not really found many buyers. Third reason why the Palio did not succeed was due to its tank-like build quality, which ultimately resulted in a very poor mileage figures compared to the Swift. And people in India, especially back then, cared only about the value as well as the mileage that the car offered. And thanks to this car's very tough build quality, this car did not exceed in the mileage department. It weighed at 1.1 tons, which was almost 200 kilos heavier than the Swift of that time. And let's start this car first. Gear mein tha kya? Let's drive this Fiat Palio again. Okay, I already like the car's performance. Oh yeah, it drives so well, and you might say that how am I saying this within driving this car for 5 seconds? And well, it's because of this car's performance. There is a turbo lag. Yeah, there's a turbo lag between 2000 and RPM, 2500 RPM. But after that, this thing just takes off, as you can see. The sound this car makes, honestly, it fades away the modern cars in comparison. This engine, as you might know, was used in the Suzuki Grand Vitara, which was the Vitara Brezza, and which produced around 90 HP, but this is a slightly detuned version at 74 HP, but it does not feel one bit. As you can see, it just totally takes off after 2000 RPM, and it's such a joy to drive. The clutch is slightly on the heavier side, but it does not really matter because the performance more than makes up for it. And well, the steering offers so much feel and feedback that it is absolutely insane for this price. The brakes, on the other hand, can feel a bit squishy and they lack a bit of a bite, and the gears do have that traditional Fiat butteriness. There doesn't always slot in the gear properly, but I'll say compared to the Punto, which was I think even worse in my opinion compared to this Palio, it drives absolutely well. Okay, the turning radius of this car is quite poor. But the sheer torque and the dieselness, the steering I'll say is fairly light, and the car has great get up and go. As you can see, it just totally takes off. It totally takes off, you can see. Okay, the horn is not that great. It sounds quite puny. But I'm having so much fun driving this car, which I did not expect. And the car does not really feel its weight. And you can see I'm sweating right now, but that's because the air conditioning was off until now. I've just switched it on. But yeah, man, they don't make them like they used to. Seriously, like, it is rattling a bit. The windshield area is rattling a bit, but it does not really matter because the raw feel which you get is simply unbeatable. And surprisingly, even being a diesel, the vibrations on the gearbox are not really there, and the car offers a great ride quality. And well, it is such a great car to throw around in the city. So if you like this video, hit like, comment down your favorite aspect about the Palio, and subscribe to my channel.